One more time, thank you very much for today's time attending my webinar. My name is Tekin. I'm a civil engineer and almost working 20 years on the construction business. And last 15-16 years, my key focus is implementing system for international project, which is recognized by mega projects. And I'm very glad and proud and working with our customer together and helping them increasing their project management efficiency. And just little bit information about my organization. And we are from Poland. Our company based in Poland. We have more than 15 years architectural engineering, construction, and oil and gas know-how and experience. Future Network Development is the group of companies together with our solution partners with distributed project management system and project management know-how training services over 80 countries in worldwide. And we have very proudly mentioning that in our organization we are capable to deliver technical support in the 9 different languages. And we also would like to mention that the know-how what we gain is the value of our customer, which we've been working in a very long time. And today, if you look at the top 18, top 55 in the biggest construction companies, 18 of them are our customer, which we work actively together. Together with our partners, we have more than 450 international experts and engineers, which we together deliver solution to our customers. And we have today, or going to speak about the experience of Asta Powerproject. Asta Powerproject is one of the best project management system, which is very successfully implemented, powerful and easy use solution. Our company also implement different kind of solution for the specific needs of the customer, and you can get more information about our solution, what we are distributing in our website. What I mentioned that we are everywhere mentioning that we have already passed the milestone of having more than 2,000 customers in worldwide, and the number of the customer is our know-how what we gain, because we are really learning from each of our customers their way of managing, their approach to planning, their approach for controlling. This is one of the biggest assets what we gained last 15 years. Of course, with the respecting of the confidentiality, we also aim to share the information and know-how with other international customers. And idea is that helping the people understanding for international culture of management and difficulties, risks, and other important points what other customers having in worldwide. Today, if you look at it, some of our customers in Europe and Middle East who are implementing Asta Powerproject and using Asta Powerproject in different location and in different countries. Of course, these are some of the selected customers which we're working, and we are very proud Asta Powerproject is one of the most and fastest growing project management system last 2 years which we work. Of course, the projects are also very important. We work with international customers, work with very important and known international projects like in Hong Kong Airport, Schiphol airports, and we have also in Jumeirah Park in Dubai, and London Eye projects, in third Bosporus projects and Warsaw Second Line. These are some of the projects which Asta Powerproject implemented successfully and actively used, because many of the projects which we are mentioning here are already ongoing, and that's why the users are active and the customers are daily basis contact with us for getting technical support and advice. We just pick up some selected projects, and this is the vertical city projects. This is, by the way, the tallest building ongoing in the Western Europe, and it's more than 590,000 square meters. It's a world-class office spaces, including hotel, restaurants, and luxury residence. And Asta Powerproject used because of the maze is one of our known and the biggest PMC company, which they are using Asta Powerproject in many projects. They are delivering services for their customers as well. And we have also proudly always sharing with our customers that Port Baku projects with the Pasha Inşaat from Azerbaijan has been implemented Asta Powerproject for their projects, and using the Asta Powerproject for managing and planning their project and controlling their contractors together with their PMC. And this is one of the known projects. Is total project budget was $2.6 billion, and including more than 2,174 villas in Jumeirah Park. And Asta Powerproject has also very easy and very effective way of integration. Today, market has changed. Many of our customers are using multiple project management systems and communicating with their stakeholders, owners, subcontractors. Asta gives very wide and very successful integration between Microsoft Project and Primavera. That's why we aim to deliver the customer solution which is easy to communicate with other project management systems, because when you work for international and big projects, sometimes it's happened that your project co-owners are using different planning and scheduling system, and Asta Powerproject really gives great opportunity for communication between other project management systems. And this is the Durban International Airport. As I mentioned, that Asta Powerproject has great experience for implemented in the international airport projects such as Hong Kong Airport, Schiphol, Netherlands Airport, and this is the Durban International Airport for the South Africa. And this is used by the leading project management companies. And Asta Powerproject was implemented very successfully and with the high quality and satisfaction of our customers. We have really very mega projects, complex projects, and important and strategic projects. Expansion of the Holy Haram project is one of the most complex projects which I personally involved, I personally seen, and this project was really difficult to manage because this is the size of the construction and the difficulties of the areas, because that there are many people because of the special situation would like to visit during the construction ongoing. That's why this project was one of the most important projects which Asta Powerproject implemented, and the project is still ongoing, and usage of the Asta Powerproject inside of this project. And we have in India GODREJ properties. Actually, we are preparing to share with you the complete case studies, success stories, and Asta Powerproject implemented in GODREJ. And I was managing and for the consulting team, and I was also visiting in many offices of GODREJ projects in India. And we are very happy. GODREJ is one of our big customer in India, and happy customer in India using Asta Powerproject, integrated with SAP, integrated with their document management and reporting system. So that this is very important, that one of the interesting projects which we work, because Asta Powerproject implemented multiple locations and used in the multiple projects. Istanbul third Bosporus project is recently has been completed, and in a couple of months the traffic will be open, the bridge is going to be used. This project is including 90 kilometers highway projects, including a lot of viaducts, a lot of road crossing areas. And the project is the widest and the tallest and the biggest suspended bridge in the world. And this was an article in the March in the Project Management magazine, and you can also get and download this paper and read about our customer experience with Asta Powerproject. And Asta Powerproject implemented because not only easy to use, also giving powerful presentation capabilities, easy and very powerful cost controlling functionalities with the advanced requirement of our customer GODREJ from Turkey. And thank you very much for the GODREJ team is giving us interview and giving their shares of the experience with our international customer. And these are some pictures which we took also site and sharing with you. As an engineer, as a structural engineer background, I'm very impressed for this project, which I was taking part and delivering some consulting for our customer. Also, we have different customers in Europe that the BIM is using Asta Powerproject for Istanbul yard projects, and we are very happy for our customers always sharing with us their experience and their references which they would like to share with other customers, and giving them their finding out what was the area Asta Powerproject is giving advantages. Of course, we have complete case studies, and you can visit Asta Powerproject website. You can visit our company Feature Network Development website, even including in the Facebook or LinkedIn groups, and you can download and you can go more detailed understanding about the Asta Powerproject usage in the mega projects. And another projects which we happily and proudly work was King Abdullah Financial District RIYADH project. It was over 2 million usable construction areas, with more than 34 highest skyscraper was 70 floors, and in the total 18,000 numbers of the men for working on the construction site. So that it was really big size and complex and very prestigious project which Asta Powerproject has been used. And of course, we have not only construction projects, we are always proud and saying that we have oil and gas, and we have different industries, so that Capel from Singapore is our customer, and Furnace Fabrica from India is also our customer. Thanks for the Furnace Fabrica team for sharing their knowledge with our customers. And these are the projects, it's like Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, and Lebanon Energy Systems and Oil India Limited projects was implemented as the power project for delivering their customer project on time and on budget. We are from Poland, and Poland is the most fastest growing Asta usage in this year, and the Warsaw Metro Line 2 was implemented. Asta Powerproject successfully used it, and the new line projects also started using Asta Powerproject for planning the new line and new package of the work, so that Asta was used and successfully implemented by AGP consortium for Astaldi, Gulermak, and also the Polish consortium member, and thanks for them that using and implementing Asta Powerproject for their projects. Okay, well, we can really share more numbers. We can speak about the more projects, how Asta Powerproject used and implemented, but you can really find out more information from our commercial team and support team, and we are happy to share with you more detailed information about the usage of Asta for international mega projects. But I would like to just share today also some two highlights for the management and the planning perspective, how to successfully manage your mega projects, because today construction business is changed if we compare last 10-15 years. And last 10-15 years ago, if we speak about the projects around $500 million or $1 billion, everybody will be amazed and shocked at the size of the budget. But today, really, we've been working in many projects, even more than 10 billion, 20 billion, 60 billion project budget. So that projects are getting more and more complex because of the requirements of the market. Projects are getting more and more international joint venture involvement. That's why many construction companies need to rebuild their strategy of the planning and managing the mega projects. It is very important. Planning is starting in very early stage, and assigning project team early is the key, because if you have as early as possible started for planning, it will bring you as much as success for delivering your project on time and on budget. Choosing the right project delivery strategy is very important. Many cases, Sometimes we are making emotional mistakes, agreeing for all the conditions which customer expected and leading them in the wrong estimations. That's why it is very important that we have realistic approach, realistic estimate. Everything starts with the proper estimation. If we estimate not properly, we can plan not properly and we will fail. That's why estimation is important. And of course, risk. Everybody speaks about risk, but no one is making risk strategy and risk plan and pre-mitigation and post-mitigation risk plan. It's very important we have developed our risk plan and risk strategy and actively managing risk with integrated project schedules. And obtaining the senior management is buying, and we need to really approach our senior management, explaining about the strategy, being a transparency, giving them the opportunity to understanding what is the status of the project. That's why reporting system is very important, and it has to be understandable by all the senior management with the details if they want. The developing project-specific policies and procedures. And we are in construction markets, and unfortunately in construction market we live project by project. And many construction companies are building their team when they have new projects, and then they are starting with the new team, and the core team is developing and they're trying to manage the new team members because of the project. But we have to work, hard work, and preparing the company-specific policies and procedures to being a standard for all the company new stuff. So that it's very important having standardizations, and also actively assigning the project-specific roles and responsibilities and being much clear, because in many construction and mega projects with the joint venture organization, there are a lot of political issues. Because if 2-3 different companies from the different countries is managing for the big projects, they are always talking, my people, your people, and my people, your people brings a big failure, because it is very important to have a one team for one success. So that it is very important, clear definition of responsibilities and being the same distance to everyone and not having political issues inside of the joint venture. Of course, I'm very against for meetings, but short meetings always I recommend, because even we can measure that some people in organization spending their more than 70% of time for meetings, for the talking too much and delivering not too much. So that it's very much recommended having the frequent team meetings with the short duration, with the clear information which everybody understands and to come to points. This is for the management strategy. Of course, we can add it, we can drill down and detail it. But from the planning team strategy, because our job is planning, and we need to really develop stakeholders communication plan and utilize integrated projects in the management system and controls. And many organizations using the different ERP system, different document management system, and different accounting system, different planning system. Today, unfortunately, there is no software in the world delivering one solution for all, because everybody wants to use the best solution for in their specific area. Planning department would like to use best project scheduling system, and financial department would like to use local and adapted ERP and financial system and accounting system. That's why integration is the key point. Without proper integration plan, it is really hard to go and manage the project. Plus, we live, as I mentioned, project by project. If I'm working for company A and my company is using ERP X, and my stakeholders and the joint venture company B is using ERP system Y, and when we go to joint venture and doing the project in other territories, and we need to use some project management system, easy to understand by both parties, and it has to be fast implemented. And of course, creating work breakdown structures we have seen in many cases, people are using project planning just a document, just the process which customer wants. It's very important we really created proper work breakdown structure with the realistic and the healthy baseline schedule, and we also developed the cost estimation integrated with our schedule and the baseline budget. And managing scope changes is very important. In many cases, we need to also agree with our customers for the managing the scope changes, managing the project risk, and of course reporting the earned value. It's very important. We always recommend a proper and healthy schedule with the earned value management. We give the people easy understanding for project controlling. Of course, controlling your process, we need to stick to our plan. We need to focus on the plan and work it hard to deliver our project on time. When we go to project management and control categories, so that strategy and organization and administration like roles and responsibilities, communication planning, project infrastructure and systems, document controlling and record management. This is very important for the strategically for administration of the work. And plus, for cost and financial management, it's very important for budgeting and setting up clear payment proceeding and administration works without not too many hierarchies. Project cost reporting, estimating, forecasting, and of course contingency management for the project, and the cash flow reporting and value engineering. And this is very important. The cash flow reporting is not only historical but also forecasting, because as you know, we measure our project, we plan our work, we work our plan, and it is very important we need to measure it. If we not plan, we can't measure it. So that measurement will also give us forecasting. That's why we are using professional project management systems. And procurement management, many cases, many big projects, procurement team start motivated. In the end, they just the daily basis follow up the requests coming from the site. It's very important and strategic department. It's very important procurement management need to involve for the procurement planning. Without procurement planning, we can increase our unnecessary procured materials and procured services 10%, 15%. This is the money what we are spending for extra which was not planned. That's why procurement team must be part of the planning and communication with the planning team to understand which material is really required to be on site and when. Early procurement, late procurement, less procurement or more procurement always cause an issue. And of course for the contracting, contract administration is also important, because if the procurement department is integrated with contract administration, always know and understand what was the budgeted materials, quantities and cost, and always easily to also track the quantities, track the cost easily. And of course material management, which is, as I mentioned, that I am from the site coming, so that I know how it works. I was site engineer when I started my career, and I know that people coming and asking me always more than they need on site, because they have one worry. If I order more, it's good, because I will use it when I need it. But if I order less, I can delay for delivering my scope because lack of the materials. That's why people are always request more material than they need it. This is the psychology how we are having in construction. Of course, contract closeout is very important for the procurement management. Project controls and risk management, which is that change order. I have not seen any project yet without any change and any change order. This is very important because we always start and then there are always change requests. So that risk management is very important in this stage. We assume how much risk and how much changes which we can have, which is uncertainty is one of the key points for when we are having project planning. Design standard and specification, quality control and inspection, environment, health, safety and security is very important, and project management, self-assessment, and of course lesson learned. This is very important. As I said, we live and work project by project, but there should be some people who are transferring lesson learned during the project for the new generation and new company members when we are going to create the new projects. Scheduling management, schedule planning and development, schedule updating. Whatever you do, whatever you plan, if we not updated our schedule properly, the plan will never work, because updating is very important, and we need to also set up a realistic schedule update, because sometimes our planning team develop extremely detailed schedule which we cannot get feedback from the field, so that do not plan that level and detail if you not believe you can get the right information coming from the site. And also planners and planning team should not make any planning template which is not understandable coming from the site. This is very important. We develop schedule which is updatable. And updatable, understandable, and also not giving site people too much trouble. Site people hate planning team because site people believes planning team's job is making their life more complicated, and they are just checking. But this has to be well, and even I suggest when you have a mega project, planning team and site people sit on the one table, together agree, and then together set up the goal and the detail of it. So that this is very important. Schedule change management and schedule integration. Many cases we saw there is a 3-4 version of schedule. Schedule for client, schedule for site, schedule for subcontractor, schedule which we wish our project manager want. We should avoid multiple schedulers, and we need to develop a method and we need to really dedicate it similar and the same schedule for everyone. Of course, there are some areas which we need to pay attention that not everyone wants to share all detail with the customer. Sometimes it is not possible, but we would like to really work integrated schedule, and we need to control the schedule. This is very important. We should not work and make schedule following us. This is important for the schedule management. Of course, we have leveled it for the process integration, and we need to understand process definition and project definition. It is very important. And many people today using Excel because it is easy. You can manipulate the data, you can type it, you can change it. Actually, we do not aim to change this approach. If the customer is happy to use Excel, they can use it. But Excel is not a project management system, Excel not a cost estimation system, Excel not a financial controlling system. And this approach is going to be changed. We need to adapt it and using standards and the project management system, and maybe first stage, we cannot give up from Excel. We need to integrate our Excel process with our professional project management system, which is our idea is self-optimizing processes. If we set up this, we will be almost achieve very strategical move which will deliver us success in the end. Asta Powerproject is very flexible. This is, by the way, Asta Powerproject interface. This is not Primavera. And Asta Powerproject delivered full support for all the process which I was mentioned. And of course, everything starts with very powerful and scheduling engine. And more than 25 years, Asta Powerproject deliver very simple, easy to use, but at the same time, most powerful project management engine in the world. And people who use Asta Powerproject before will understand me. And many customer which I travel all around the world, they have an experience. 5-10 years ago, they download from somewhere Asta, and they think that Asta will not do this. Asta Powerproject is #1 scheduling system in the world. And if somebody has opponent ideas and different ideas, I'm very happy to sit together one-to-one and discuss, because in my opinion, as a 20 years of experience, I have still not invented all the functionalities, and I have never seen anything that Asta Powerproject not able to do that. This is very powerful system. And why it is implemented for the mega project, why they choose Asta Powerproject. #1, always people say easy to use. Easy to use is the key point, because Asta for helping not only planners, for all the project team members, able to create their schedule, able to update their schedule, integrate their processes. It's very powerful, scalable, and suited for small and the big size, any kind of projects. People are having that kind of argument with the wrong information people hear from other people. Asta Powerproject is not for big projects. To be honest, I have seen Asta has support 3-4 times more activities than other known big project management system. Asta has no performance issue. Asta has no limitation of the activities if you compare with the other project management system. And of course, we always mention that time management is not only project scheduling. Integrating cost, integrating resource, integrating risk is the key issue. Now, Asta started to be recognized more than 2 years as a fully scheduling system. Very long time experience for giving integration with Navisworks and other design application. But now Asta has own 4D simulation capabilities. That's why it's very important. Our customers love to implement Asta because of the 4D and 5D planning and controlling and critical chain management method. This is the one of the important point which many customers would love to have in the past for other project management system, and using plugin, Asta developed buffer management, contingency management, and giving opportunity for implementing full critical change management system. We have out-of-box Monte Carlo risk simulation, giving 3-point estimation for optimistic, pessimistic, and most likely scheduling. Integrated with major ERP system. First of all, Asta Powerproject recognizes any scheduling software like Primavera and Microsoft Project. Without import and export, you can open Microsoft Project and Primavera format and in Asta Powerproject. And when you work in Asta Powerproject, you can save your schedule in Primavera format and Microsoft Project format. We've been, as a feature network development, already implemented Asta Powerproject with many customers who is using SAP, many customers who are using for Oracle EBS, Oracle GD Adverse, Microsoft Accepta, or local ERP and financial system. We have great experience. We are happy to share with you how we can help integrating systems with Asta Powerproject. Asta developed extremely fast, extremely easy, affordable web and mobile update version, which is supporting for all kinds of mobile applications. Cost income cash flow management is very important for many of the projects which we work, because cost management is not only the key focus. Many of our customers would like to also proper and real income management, and for the net profit, for the cash liquid in the bank today, earned value management, payment management is very important, and Asta Powerproject is delivering with the multi-currencies, multiple work rates, material tracking, integrated quantities with the cash flow. Of course, resource planning is the key for many customers, and Asta give great opportunity. Go to drilling down as detailed as possible if you would like to have resource management. By the way, Asta also give BOQ-based project planning and estimation. Without resource planning, you can also manage cost inside of Asta Powerproject, because each activity you can register quantities by unit, and adding the activity unit price of cost, unit income, you will be able to manage your cost. But many customers also love to use resource planning, like resource leveling, resource capacity planning, optimization and allocation plan. Asta is very powerful for the resource management. Of course, we also deliver with Asta together for many methods like Lino balance, which is out-of-box functionalities for the repetitive work. Asta also provides repetitive scheduling method, which is unique also in Asta case, so that you can also use for standalone, enterprise, multi-user, multi-project management, multi-project reaction, which is that you can create relation between projects and project with multiple users working simultaneously on the same project. And in the end, we have very powerful reporting system. If the system not give you the report which your management is requiring, people always give up the detailing the work, because that in the end we can avoid for the extra works. But reporting is very powerful. Asta give Excel-based, PDF, online, which is the web-based business intelligence reports. And these are some reports fully customizable, because Asta Powerprojects deliver business intelligence plugins, allows you that you can really develop your company best practices and reports, and also having the different type of reports. We also help our customer developing the international reporting system, which our experience. And we're always happy to share our know-how, setting what kind of report will be helping you to understand your project more clearly. These are some of the reports which Asta Powerproject customers are using. As I mentioned, today key point is BIM. Because in 2-3 years, if the solution is not giving BIM capabilities in our market, in construction market, this system will be not appreciated and used, because the BIM is very important, and Asta Powerprojects gives opportunity for opening any IFC formats and integrating schedule by the drag and drop and all the different methods for the integrated schedule with 3D models, so that Asta also give many customer capabilities for having their plans versus actual schedule comparison with 3D visual impacts. It's very important. We are having and running multiple webinar program. If you would like to learn more about the approach of Asta, please follow us, and we are going to make it webinars with the more detailed webinars for the BIM functionalities. And BIM is the key point which Asta is focusing and mostly developing the functionalities, because scheduling engine, scheduling functionalities of Asta already is, in my opinion, is #1 available in the market. And now Asta is giving a lot of effort for delivering the BIM functionality for the scheduling and 5D scheduling, integrated 5D capabilities with other cost estimation system. We have risk analysis, which is many requirement of the risk analyzer: 3-point estimation, distribution chart for the time, cost, income, net profit, optimistic and pessimistic approach, most likely time, which is critical index, also tornado graphics, all is inside of Asta, giving opportunity for customer understand. Site progress, today nobody can avoid, or nobody can unfortunately reject the development of the mobile technology, and many people are using majorly now their mobile phone and computer. Probably in the future this will be also developed area. People use more and more their mobile applications, and Asta Powerproject giving opportunity for people very easily updating their project activity status by using their mobile phone and the preferred browsers. It is very important. You can also work with the for the bigger screen for your iPad. What I want to also add, because we are almost every week, every 2 weeks having webinars. This webinar is on the records. We are sharing with our customer. You can share this with your friends. Also, we know that construction people are always busy. You may not follow up planned, scheduled webinars, but you can always track or recorded webinars. So that if you visit our YouTube for Future Network Development YouTube channels, or you can just follow up Future Network Development Facebook accounts or LinkedIn, Asta Powerproject BIM LinkedIn groups. You can come here, ask questions, watch recorded webinars, and download for the white papers, get more information. Of course, you can also visit Asta Powerproject website for more detailed information. And I would like to just very shortly show the interface, because to be honest, I have not planned to show more live demo, but many people would like to see how Asta Powerproject interface look like. As you see that this is the Asta Powerproject interface, which is we can always just see and add more information with the tracking multiple work breakdown structures. Here you can edit more information about the columns like planned person complete, actual person complete. All the project management fields are here. You can define the colors, and these colors, when the people look like, even if I give the printout, even you work more than 15 years with Primavera, nobody can recognize if it is done in Primavera, if it is done in Microsoft, if it is done in Asta Powerproject. Interface is very similar, and you can just open the more details and go activities. And when you open Primavera file, you can get all the duration, start date, finish date, budget information the same, so that you can see these are the project activities, which is Asta Powerproject gives the same functionality. Of course, we can also customize the color different, and which is that interface can react differently. You can see that we have design and construction works, and here I can go to here just to open the critical activities and non-critical activities. This will display the critical activities, relations, and the free float and total float. If I schedule it, I can open the total float, and you can see that this activity, called activity B, which is the cost is 12,000. There is no income on this activity. Actually planned to finish end of the April, but it can be 1 month delay, so that you can just select, and here you can see that your project cash flow with the monthly cost and monthly income with the net cash flow information, so that when you just postpone any activities, you can immediately get impact on your project finance or the cash flow. So that I was mentioning about the procurement plan, and if I am responsible person for procurement works, if I am going to have deadline till the end of May, I will always prefer to postpone these construction activities as much as I can, because if I have no obligation for critical activities like here, and I can decide to make purchase late, payment late, and delivery late. This is very important, because in the procurement team, everyone wants material yesterday. And this is the major approach. If I'm a site engineer, if I go to tell my procurement manager, don't worry, anytime you can bring it, my procurement team will not. I have to sleep in front of the procurement team department to get my material on time, because they are always busy. And that's why I need to really integrate it. And plus, contract and finance, sometimes this activity we cannot postpone, and this is the unique functionality in Asta. You can open the cost and construction plan, activity design B. This is the construction works, and design and material. If I'm not able to postpone the construction activities, I can postpone the financial plan, contract terms. This is very important. That's why integrated schedule means not the integrated software, integrated process, procurement, contract, site people. This is for me construction activities. This is for me financial plan. And I can integrate it, construction plan with financial plan. And of course, during the webinar program, we run advanced cash flow management, advanced cost controlling, and you can get the more information from our commercials. And if you don't want to follow up the payments, you can just go to construction activities. And if you just want to see the construction activities, you can just select the design work. This is the cash flow of design activities. If you select the construction activities, this is the construction cash flow. If you want to see both, you can just select both, and you can see this is the design and construction work breakdown structures, and you can just track the work. And of course, I mentioned about the BIM, which is that you can see that this is my schedule, and I can open now in Asta any IFC file, so that I go to BIM functionality, and when I select here, I would like to open the file, which is here in IFC format. When I selected this, you can see I can easily open now my project in the 3D formats. And you can see that this is my project. Now, many people understand what we are planning for, because footing means what? When I come here, select the footing activities, please see these activities are highlighted to orange. If I select another activity, it will be just showing me another activity, so that now everybody easily understand what does it mean footing. So that I have here, select, this means that this is footing activities. Now we understand our approach of planning team. And or vice versa, I can go and select the wall here, and it will just give me tracking options. Well, my project is going to, this is the P1. If I select here, it will just give the other activity, so that you can see wherever I select, it is highlighting on the schedule. Plus, if I have schedule, first things I would like to just to check how my project is going to look like during the time, so that I can just select, let's say, 1st of August, and my project is going to look like this, so that I can now understand foundation finished, parking ramp finished, and we are starting the first floor. Or if I can select any specific date, end of November 2016, how my project will look like, I can easily see this is my aim, this is my target, how my project is going to look like. Of course, I can just select the options of the simulation for the time, and it will be just displaying here how my project is going to be constructed. And Asta really give not only for planning, also I can save here baseline. From the baseline, I can easily make plan versus actual. Even I can choose, by the way, you can see here there is a logical mistake, which is that what is the advantage and benefit of it. If you can see that here, I have find a logical error, which is, you can see we cannot make slab works here without making the beams and columns here. So that this is the advantage, and many cases we do this mistake because planner has thousands of activities without proper information, just the copy paste the activities, we always make the mistake. But that kind of approach, we can always avoid the mistakes because it is graphically showing us that we are going to make here 7th floor before we do the work. So that this is very important. We have always seen what we plan for. Now this is time for us, we will understand what we are planning. And of course, we have more functionalities, which is that in the BIM we can record these videos, we can share it with our customers, and etc. Of course, I mentioned about the lino balance. You can see that this is the lino balance. This is the functionality which Asta provide in each floor plan with the integrated Gantt chart, so that I can also open here the Gantt charts and I can bring it the Gantt chart informations and in the lino balance functionalities. And this is what I would like to share today, but as I said, we have possibilities for making one-to-one demo. If you would like to go more detailed presentation, please request from our commercial and support team for one-to-one demo, and you can have it very detailed demo if you would like to have. I have a question, question is if Asta Powerproject is integrated with Telos. Telos is another project management system. The answer is yes. Asta Powerproject is integrated with Telos, and you can share the data in between both systems. For the lino balance, I just show it. This is the screen actually, but we don't have too much time to go more details. And that's why if you would like to receive more information, we can have it for more detailed lino balance presentations. Is there any more questions?